Happy Sunday. I am getting ready to head to church, and I know a lot of you are going and coming from church today as well, and hopefully you're hearing some really great words from pastors around the country. But I was finishing up my time in my Bible this morning and was reading in Exodus 1 and just had a thought that I wanted to share as an encouragement to you. I was finishing up Genesis last week, and in the end of Genesis, we hear about Joseph. And if you don't know the story of Joseph, basically he is treated horribly. His brothers hate him, and so he is sold into slavery, taken to Egypt, falsely accused of something, so sent to prison, then left there forever. And finally, I think he was 30. Pharaoh had a dream, and someone remembered, oh yeah, I was supposed to tell you about this guy named Joseph in jail who helped me. And so he brings Joseph before him. He interprets the dream about 7 years of plenty and 7 years of famine. And the Pharaoh puts Joseph as second in command over the whole process. So Joseph is a big name, not only to the Hebrew people, but also to the Egyptians in that time. And so, his whole family comes. There's a whole story related to that. You can read Genesis to find that out. But his father dies, and at the end of Genesis, Joseph dies. So we start off with Exodus, and it says, time has gone by, basically. This is Carrie's summary. Time has gone by, and now there is a Pharaoh who has never heard of Joseph and all that he has done. So time passes. And now they're stuck with all these Hebrew people because the Hebrews had moved to help with the food issue and to be supplied for and were cared for because of the name of Joseph. So once a Pharaoh comes in who's never heard of Joseph, now there's a different story. And that is when we start looking at the slavery of the Jewish people. So anyways, I just was thinking about it and thinking about our current times right now, and there's a lot going on, and I could speak to it, but I'm not going to, because that's a lot of other videos. But people build a legacy. People have, like Martin Luther King Jr., they have a dream, and they make a difference, and they leave a mark on this world that is a benefit to a lot of people. And in our world ever changing, someone comes around that is going to not care about so-and-so, and they can destroy all the work that person has done, overturn rules, or take away money from things that are important, whatever it is it looks like in our world. Life changes, leaders change, and with that, legacy can be yanked, basically, and the good that someone has done can be taken away. As I was thinking about that whole process and how it happened with Joseph and how it happens with me, I thought there is one thing that this world can never take away, and it made me so happy, and that is what Jesus did on the cross. It doesn't matter who comes around, who wants to acknowledge him or not. Those who believe in Jesus shall be saved, because what Jesus did on the cross by dying for our sins and coming back to life was a work that was done once and always. And I just found that so encouraging. No matter what is happening in this world that can change, the legacy of Christ can never change, and no one can ever do anything to stop it. They can call it a lie, they can say it doesn't exist, but they can't take away the power of the cross. And so if you're facing any kind of discouragement right now, let me just tell you, if you know Jesus, that power of the cross is alive and working in you, and it still can work in whatever circumstances you are facing. And if you don't know Jesus, it's maybe time to look into it, because that is a truth and a solid foundation and an encouragement that cannot go away. Have a good day. Bye. Oh my gosh, I have lipstick on my teeth. I've had it on me this whole time. Bye.